There's a reason he's a legend. Welcome to ConSip, where we'll be ranking the top 10 Bruce Lee shocked moments right now. Number 10, Ice Factory, The Big Boss. The opening scene on our list features Lee's character being ambushed and outnumbered in an ice factory. Despite being unarmed, his attacker quickly realized that they had made a grave error when he began to improvise.
Well, I'm waiting.
One of the unfortunate individuals is even hurled, a la the Roadrunner, through a wall. Is this not the worst spot to pick a fight with Bruce Lee with all those ice picks lying around? Number 9, Nunchuck Fight, Way of the Dragon. In this movie, Lee is dispatched to Rome to assist his family in battling the neighborhood mafia. Lee swiftly reverses the situation as he is being led into a dark alley to be rubbed out. Strangely, the wicked guys regroup and receive the absurd order to execute him without a weapon. This enables Lee to appear from nowhere with 2 sets of nunchucks and properly whoop the goons. No, really, where did he obtain those, though? Number 8, Upgrades, Enter the Dragon. Lee is forced to go topless and eliminate the innumerable thugs in his way after making it into the villain's top-secret underground lair. As he improves his weapons with each victorious foe, the conflict keeps getting more intense. This consists of a stick, a metal rod, and then nunchucks. This could have become much crazier, so it's almost a shame the bad people eventually leave. Number 7, The Giant, Game of Death. Oh, baby, this is it. Time to don the yellow jumpsuit. In a standout scene from this posthumous movie, Lee engages in combat with the 7'2" basketball player Kareem Abdul-Jabbar while sporting shades. In comparison to his opponent, Lee, who is 5'6", appears delightfully diminutive. The smaller Lee uses his opponent's size against him, just as in every kung fu movie ever, and leaves him gasping for air. Number 6, Vengeance, Enter the Dragon. In this particularly intimate encounter, Lee faces off in a martial arts match against the bearded, cruel, and facially scarred O'Hara. Lee defeats the man who was responsible for his sister's suicide without ever receiving a scratch. Lee punishes O'Hara for breaking the rules by going straight for his brains, both of them. Number 5, Facing Petrov, First of Fury. In this movie, Lee seeks vengeance on the people who killed his master. This forces him to confront Petrov, a menacing Russian played by Robert Baker, a pupil of Lee's who practices Jeet Kune Do. This bout stands out for its brutal action and sardonic humor as Lee befuddles his opponent with smirks and jerky hand motions. Even the dude's leg is bit by him. What school of martial arts is that from? Number 4, No Respect, Fist of Fury. This fight paved the way for Hong Kong action movies to move away from swordplay and toward bare-handed combat. When Lee's deceased master is cleaned up by a competing school, he shows up to their door to instill respect in them. This audacious move pays off as he defeats the entire dojo by himself. Naturally, he must perform this topless while evoking a human cyclone, beating them with nunchuck, and finally forcing them to repent their comments. Number 3, Finish Him, The Big Boss. In this timeless film, Lee plays a guy who has made an oath of nonviolence but is compelled to seriously violate that vow. In particular, to confront the killer of his family. In the end, Lee prevails by avoiding a knife throw and then performing a Mortal Kombat move by digging his fingers into his adversary's chest. Striking with all of his remaining might, he eventually gives up from exhaustion. Number 2, Hall of Mirrors, Enter the Dragon. Lee ultimately faces the Mr. Han donning claws in the last fight of his most well-known movie. In a battle, he received scratches on his face and torso that would later become the most recognizable picture of his career. When he is taken into a room of mirrors and made to divide superstition, the conflict takes an entirely strange turn. Number 1 versus Chuck Norris, Way of the Dragon. The film that put Lee against Laurie's in the Rome Coliseum is the ultimate East versus West clash in cinema, taking the top slot on our list. From Lee's fiery preparation to his methodical coaxing, taunting, and dismantling of his opponent, everything about this fight is famous. Under a stray cat's vigilant eye. In a contest when rules apply, neither participant holds back from using force. Interestingly, despite how brutally they battled, Lee is unable to leave without recognizing a good foe. You concur with our list? Which scene starring Bruce shockingly is your favorite? Make sure to subscribe to ConSip for more amusing top 10s.